This mobility and accessibility is on two planes. One is on mental plane and second is on physical plane. The mental plane is that you should be mentally comfortable to keep on meeting people, talking to them, interacting with them. You should not be going into a shell, or you should not suddenly become very, very irritant. I always remember that poster. If you are not comfortable with yourself, you can't be comfortable with others. Fortunately, I am comfortable. I am a people's man. I like being with the people, like eating with them, talking with them, joking with them, enjoying their company of all stratas and levels. Therefore, not only in my constituency, in the state and in the country, people feel I am extremely accessible, and for being accessible, I am mobile also. That's on the mental plane. On physical plane, I have got a well-oiled office which services the emails, the faxes, the personal people personally coming, and there have been no complaints. And all the telephone calls I receive, all the emails I receive, all the faxes I receive are replied. And whenever I feel that there is a necessity that I only have to intervene, I intervene. And every day, because of my stature in the party also, not less than 200 to 300 people come home every day. Therefore, I also meet people in meetings, in public meetings. For example, an ordinary MP is not asked to campaign in the state, campaign in the country, and take meetings of all levels, at all levels. I have been given that responsibility. Therefore, mobility and accessibility have become part of my being. Actually, there's a monthly, Nimma Ananth Kumar. That's first of its kind in the entire country. It's a monthly magazine which is brought religiously every month, and tens of thousands of copies is subscribed and distributed. That's one thing. Secondly, I am the first MP to launch my website way back in 1996. And that website also electronically updates my performance. And otherwise, every day I will be addressing not less than 4 to 5 public appearances, public meetings. Therefore, usually one portion of my speech is always dedicated to new thoughts, responses on, for example, Pota is scrapped. One of the first persons to react on that will be Ananth Kumar. NSG, not for Bangalore, or for Bangalore. You will, if you browse through, there will be Ananth Kumar's reaction. Okay. And on Metro, Mono, on various such issues, BBMP, whether it should have a standalone act, whether we want a law for BBMP. Now it is creation of 1975 Municipal Corporation Acts Amendment. Chennai, Kolkata, Delhi, every other metropolitan has standalone act. Why not BBMP? Whether we should have citizen-centric governance or not. All such matters. Therefore, this is online real-time update. regarding terrorism, you require a very, very stringent law to apprehend terrorists. POTA was one such law, where electronic evidence, even the confession before a police officer, all these things was brought under the framework. But if all these things are removed, I don't think in today's modern world you can apprehend anybody and prove anything against anybody. Therefore, you require a strong and stringent law for the prevention of terrorism. Secondly, regarding corruption. Regarding corruption also, you require a stringent law. Ultimately, corruption is the creation of the loopholes in the governance. That's the main source. Therefore, how to plug those loopholes and how you can make things transparent. For example, if you bring in one scheme like Bhumi, where on a kiosk you can get your land records, there will be no corruption. If all your land records are computerized, all other data are computerized, and they are in the public domain, 90% of the corruption is reduced. Wherever you make accessibility discretionary and selective, corruption breeds. Therefore, framing of the laws so as to make public services and delivery systems transparent is one of the big move forwards for eradicating corruption. Actually, the present parliamentary system has standing committees, different subject-related standing committees, and you have got Public Accounts Committee, you have got Public Estimates Committee, you have got CAG also to monitor. But that monitoring has to improve. And secondly, all public spending should be public. It should be made public. It should be notified public. Then I think to that extent corruption can be reduced. Number one, during Vajpayee's period, he invested 5.5 lakh crore rupees in infrastructure development. Golden Quadrilateral, Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, so many such projects, port connectivity, rail connectivity, and the entire national economy boomed. And that also he did despite economic sanctions after Pokhran, Kargil war and its aftermath, super cyclone of Orissa, and earthquake in Gujarat. He could do it. He could contain the inflation. He could check the price rise, and he could create a boom, economic boom for the entire country. But whereas in last 5 years, UPA has brought gloom to the entire country. 2 crore people have lost their jobs in the last 6 months. And price rise is unabating. Liquidity crunch is there. They have removed 3.5 lakh crore rupees from the circulation, sucked in. Therefore, huge problems India is facing. I feel the only solution is that public investment. Investment by Government of India. Number one, Government of India should invest. Number two, it should also create a investor-friendly environment, and it should instill confidence among the corporates and common man simultaneously. Ultimately, the confidence is only the main driver of economy. If people lose confidence, then everything collapses. The entire game is based on one keyword: confidence. The level of confidence, level of hope. Regarding moral policing, I think that no one should be self-styled to moral police. We have got our families, our parents, we have got our schools, formal education and for informal education setups where our teachers, and I think that is the only way. Other than that, no entertainment should be banned, or should be looked down upon when it is in the framework of the law. And if it is not in the framework of the law, if some indulgence, some entertainment, then law enforcing agencies are there to look into it. And nobody should be proclaiming themselves as self-styled moral police and do physical attacks. I condemn. Therefore, when Bangalore thing happened, I immediately spoke to the Chief Minister, and various actions followed, and I also gave a statement to newspapers which was widely published. I said that I condemn. Not only I condemn, I also said that everybody, every Indian citizen is well within his or her right to enjoy, to entertain, to seek pleasure in the realm of the existing law. I can, with great humility, request them, vote BJP and save India.